I think we're gonna see Fortnite and Smash. Now, I know what you're saying. I know you guys think I'm crazy or you guys are instantly about to dislike this video, but give me a chance to just explain some stuff, okay? I think I have an idea here, but I wanna know what you guys think. All right, but first I gotta get my hat on because I don't want Nintendo to get into my brain using their secret satellites. By the way, do you guys like this shirt? Because if you do, you could visit the link in the description right now and buy one for your very own to put in your own room and maybe even wear occasionally. They come in a variety of colors and styles, so you could get a tank top version or a hoodie version, or yes, a t-shirt version. Or you can even check out the very first edition if you missed out on that one. But with that out of the way, let's talk about Fortnite. We like Fortnite, we like Fortnite, we like Fortnite. I want to die. Alright guys, I don't think I am crazy here, but let me just preface this by saying I don't think that Fortnite Jonesy is going to be an actual character in Smash. I think the most likely thing is that we will see some kind of Fortnite in the game, and the most probable thing is probably going to be some kind of Mii Fighter skin. But let me go ahead and explain why I think that. So Nintendo has a really interesting relationship with Epic Games, the creator of Fortnite. They tweet about them on social media and they sort of partner up with them far more than they really have with any other, I guess you could say, third-party company. Nintendo has had Fortnite in several Nintendo Directs, including E3, showing that the game was even coming to the Switch in the first place, but on social media they are almost always tweeting something about Fortnite when the latest update, the latest patch comes out for the game. They are pretty much right there in the thick of it, talking about it on Twitter, on Facebook, occasionally on YouTube. And naturally this makes sense because Fortnite and Epic Games, they are a multi-billion-dollar game and company at this point. I mean, this game makes millions and millions of dollars each and every month. It would be completely stupid of them to ignore Fortnite and not work with them on a very close level now that their game is on their console. I can almost guarantee that with Fortnite being on the Switch, Nintendo likely gets a decent chunk of every transaction. So every time a skin or a battle pass or, an item is purchased on Fortnite on the Switch and that money goes to Epic Games, I think a cut probably goes to Nintendo because it's on their console. So it makes total sense that Nintendo would be very, very proactive in pushing Fortnite whenever something new comes out on social media because it directly benefits them financially. I mean, even if Nintendo only gets like 5% per transaction, if Fortnite makes $1 million, that's $50,000 that they effectively had to do nothing to earn. They just kind of had to exist and they made the game console, so now they just get residual checks from Fortnite just because it's on their console. But that is not the only thing. I mean, that makes sense, but that's not really enough of a partnership to have some inclusion in Smash. There's also a special Fortnite Switch. Like literally, it has a Fortnite code and it has special gear that is exclusive to this bundle that can be purchased in stores. And this is not necessarily a smoking gun, but it definitely speaks to the level of partnership that they have. I mean, Nintendo tweets about tons of games all the time, but none of those games really have special edition bundles and consoles specifically for those games. For example, Nintendo tweets about Tetris 99 quite a bit because that game is pretty actively updated and they have a decent partnership with them because they have different Nintendo themes on the game, but Tetris 99 has never had a Switch bundle with that being the selling point of the console. I did a quick search online and this Fortnite bundle seems like one of the only, if not the singular only, special bundle that they have done with a third-party company. Obviously there have been ones for Pokemon Let's Go or Mario Tennis Aces, but those are first-party games, so Nintendo really doesn't have to work very hard to get those into circulation. But Fortnite is a very special deal because it's not their company. They obviously have to work with a different company. So there's a level of partnership there that they don't really have with any other company on the outside looking in. And of course, I would be a little remiss if I didn't mention the Fortnite black hole. A ton of people were horrified at the concept and at the prospect of that black hole becoming a Smash logo. I mean, I made my own meme about it because I thought it would be funny, but People were genuinely talking about it. And then, of course, Nintendo tweeted about the black hole, and again, that's mostly just because they have an active and vested interest in Fortnite because it helps them financially. But people were, of course, like, oh no, what does this mean? Oh no, because people just jump to Smash every single time. And there was a supposed leak about Jonesy Fortnite being added to Super Smash Bros. As an actual character. I believe that was debunked because it had to do with impersonation. Somebody claimed to be somebody else and they weren't actually going to be in the game, and then the person came forward and said, that's not me, I'm not the one who leaked that, so there's no credibility to that. As far as I know, that has been pretty much debunked, but of course the future is open to anything and everything when it comes to leaks, because even so, that could still somehow be a possibility. But saying all of this really was just meant to paint a picture that Nintendo's vested interest in Epic Games and Fortnite isn't just because Fortnite's a popular game. It really does help them financially, and it's clear that they are very concerned in making sure that the game still has life, because if the game doesn't have life, it directly impacts them. But that also means that while they give a lot to Epic Games, they could also maybe take a little bit from Epic Games as far as content goes. And that leads me to the Mii Fighter outfit. Now, before the last update where Banjo-Kazooie dropped, I would very much be hesitant to even bring this up. But with Sans actually being a character in Smash now, as far as a Mii Fighter skin is concerned, that really just opens up the door to anything and everything being added. I mean, there was no hint, there was no inkling of Sans being added to Smash. It hit us out of left field, and so I think that a similar thing could happen with Fortnite, with their default skins or maybe with their actual skins that they make. I don't know, but I think that it definitely is a possibility. As far as an actual character is concerned, I don't think that would happen because of Sakurai and, you know, the game development atmosphere and environment that takes place in Japan. Sakurai is very Japanese oriented, obviously because he's Japanese, but because it's a little bit easier to develop working with other Japanese companies and other Japanese properties. And additionally, it kind of just has to do with Sakurai's familiarity. He really is a student of gaming, but Japanese games and ones that are more popular are sort of just more accessible to him. I can't somehow see Sakurai booting up and dropping out of the battle bus in Fortnite, for example. But, you know, he's very familiar with Persona and Dragon Quest, so that's why those characters have seen success and have been added to Smash. Now, obviously, Banjo-Kazooie kind of canceled this out because that is from a UK developer and like an American-owned company, but I still feel like it's an exception to the rule and the rule still exists, because Sakurai has said at least twice that he loves to represent Japanese gaming as a whole, and Smash is his best opportunity to do that. Now, all of that isn't to say that American games, or Fortnite specifically, are 100% never going to be characters in Smash. I just think it's evidence that Sakurai has a very specific mindset when it comes to characters, and so it's going to take a very special character to break that mindset, like Banjo-Kazooie or King K. Rool. So I think I know the answer just by asking this question, but what do you guys think about Fortnite in Smash? I'm pretty sure everyone is going to say no, they don't want it as a fighter, but I'm curious what you guys think about the Mii Fighter skins. I mean, Sans really set a new standard for what could be added that I don't think it's too outside the realm of possibility for a Mii Gunner to get a Fortnite skin. Maybe even a Mii Sword Fighter, and they could use a pickaxe instead of a gun. And Fortnite has a ton of songs, so maybe you get a full special song that was made just for Smash by Epic Games. I mean, it happened with Sans, it could happen with Epic if they really want it to happen, although I don't think it would happen. So I don't know, I feel crazy even saying Fortnite and Smash in the same sentence and then even making a full video about this, but I don't know, it definitely, to me personally, it honestly seems inside the realm of possibility. So I'd love to know what you guys think down in those comments below. And if somehow you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit the like button down below. And if you're new, be sure to subscribe. I promise I won't make another Fortnite video. If you subscribe, please don't hate me forever. But I felt like I needed to talk about this a little bit. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you next time. Have an awesome day.